while. Right, this time I'm going to go behind and just see if, hey there. Yeah, I think it's recording. Trying to write shorter songs now, so there's a new song that I wrote maybe 15 minutes ago. I've just done take one. Trying to find that fiddling in the fingers. All the nerves are dead in the fingers now. You keep hoping, you know, you keep hoping. It's damn disease, you know. You just, okay. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. What was the intro? No. These are harmonica intro, but it's too late at night now. This is called The Wrong Play. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong lips, wrong line. It could have worked, but I guess we'll never know. Your love is like an iceberg, 90% below. Wrong truths, wrong lies, wrong tears in the wrong eyes. I was never more alone than when I woke up with you. Your love was like a slip knot, easy to undo. Every time we spoke, we chose the wrong words to say. We're the wrong actors and we're in the wrong play. Wrong nights, wrong days, wrong turns, wrong ways. No good looking now, white, brown and innocent. Your love was like an IOU already spent. Every time we spoke, we chose the wrong words to say. We're the wrong actors and we're in the wrong play. You know what, I kind of like that song. I mean, I like all my songs, but I never think of them as my songs, you know. So that was take 2. There's a nice little nuance of something that I tell you the truth, I just can't. I mean, I just wanted to play the guitar. I just want to hear some music before I go to bed. And I didn't know what song to play. So I just grabbed a pen and paper and that came out. keep saying just, so I grabbed a pen and paper, and that's what was given to me. And it took 11 minutes start to finish, and that about, if you look at take one, I think it was about a minute and a half to do the music. And, you know, I kind of like it, there's a nice nuance in there. When I was writing, as it were, about the lines, there's a great Bob Dylan song. And they say, well, you're always playing Bob Dylan songs as cover versions. I know you were bored with these end of chatty things, but I do these videos, well, I do them for 3 reasons. The main one was in the hope that when they grow up, my children might get to see some of these and get some idea what Daddy did. And also, you know, I suppose they realise it at 10 and 11, 10 and 12 years old, but, you know, they will own the lyrics or the copyright. I don't know if they'll be allowed to have them, but they will technically own them. And also, obviously, as my disease progresses, so I've tried to make a video a day just to try it, and if it helps anyone, you know, firstly you can see how the disease progresses. I mean, I didn't know anything about this blasted, because the NHS struck me off, as I've said in many videos. They just shut up shop when they realised they'd made a mistake, treating me for the wrong thing for 4 years, even in the face of all of the evidence. My then wife screaming in the face of a GP like this. His body's wasting away. What's that got to do with stress? You know, anxiety. I go on stage every night, you know, in front of people who don't know me, and I don't know whether they're going to, you know, hurl compliments at me or, you know, or go the other way, should we say. Anxiety. Never did we realise it would be terminal illness that they made a mistake on them. Anyway, so, you know, so if anyone has got this, you know, because you don't know how the disease is going to go. And a neurological disorder just turns your body into a human octopus, you know. If you could see what I'm like under my clothes, you'd vomit. And apart from, in the case of old gentlemen, they vomit with envy. I'm just feeling a little bit retrospective here, so don't mind me. As I say, please turn off. But if it's any use to someone, you know. Speech might only be useful to one person out of 100. The other 99 have got the option to not listen to it, but if I don't say it, that one person that it might help doesn't get it, you know. You know, so if anyone does get this and their body starts wasting away, you know, it is terminal. I mean, don't raise anyone's hopes up, you know. And it's the most god-awful disease in the world because it affects your entire body. It's not like cancer or something where it's in one part or 2 parts. There's a chance, you know, they can cut it out. Your entire body. So you can just look at the videos for the last 3 years, day by day, and see the rate of progression, you know, and when it speeds up and what's making it speed up, if you want to listen to it. Of course, you've got to live for 3 years to do it, you know. My advice is just watch one every, you know, every 3 months. So watch whenever it started, January 2020, and then June 2020 or whatever, you know, and just see, give yourself some idea. But also to say, you know, still fighting, you know. It took me 8 hours from 5 a.m. this morning. I woke up to get off of the sofa and get my leg braces on, but the guitar got me up and everything. And there's a new song come out of it. I completely forgot what I started saying this. I don't know. But also, of course, and the songs have to exist for themselves as well. A lot of people do that song better than me. I think I was saying about Bob Dylan's, there's a Bob Dylan song, I don't know if he's ever released it. I've got it on a release that he probably wouldn't like me having it on. And it's called New Orleans Rag. I've got a live version of it. Oh yeah, that's the point, yeah, because normally when I do a session, I do a cover version, because most of the time I do that's a Bob Dylan song. Most of the time, she ain't even in my mind. Great song too. Everyone says, well, you must like Bob Dylan. No, not really, but they are ingrained in my mind from when I started 42 years ago when I was asking people to teach me songs. No one in the squad I knew any of the songs I wanted to play, you know, so, okay, so how does Blinded by the Light go? I only knew the Man from Man version, you know, from 78. We don't know. I mean, you don't know you can play the guitar. Well, yeah, but you know, it's got a million chords in it, you know. Try this one. There's a Bob Dylan song. It's got 3 chords. It's called Blowing in the Wind. Actually, Blowing in the Wind, it's got 4 chords, doesn't it? It's got C minor 7th in there, I think. And so they're all ingrained in my consciousness. So there's a Bob Dylan song, and it's a classic, you know, to everyone. He got the Nobel Peace Prize for, well, I don't know what he got the Nobel Peace Prize for. He should have got it for The Times Are Changing, that's for sure. Song he hasn't played in, what, 20 years, I don't know. And he should have got the Nobel Peace Prize for Mr. Tambourine Man on its own, so I have 2 of the, and he should have got it for Gates of Eden as well. But if you look through his back catalogue, there's a song called North Country Blues. Don't know what album it's on. I'm assuming Times Changing album because it was that. So it'll be Freewheeling or Times Changing. That to me is a great Bob Dylan song. That's a great song. That's a song that's got a lineage all the way back past Lead Belly and all those classic greats, past Josh White, past Booker White, you know, going back there. I'd love to have Big Mama Thornton sing that song. Hey, I'd love to hear Big Mama Thornton sing anything. And there's another one he did. It's a comedy song, and it's called New Orleans Rag. And it's just so clever, and it's a song that's about, well, what can I say? It's a song about a visit to a bordello, but it's an amazing piece of work, you know, and yeah, when he can't have sung it in 60 years, well, he doesn't sing anything. I mean, what does he sing these days? I'll Be Your Baby Tonight, well, he does sing Every Grain of Sand in his concerts, but I think he doesn't do too many of his old songs now. He certainly doesn't do anything from Street Legal or Desire, which is a tragedy, and he certainly doesn't do anything from Slow Train Coming, which is a tragedy. And he stopped doing cover versions as well. He did a wonderful version of If Anyone Stuck Inside in New York, get that bootleg. That should have been a live album. They released Dylan and the Dead, and yet they recorded those New York City shows in 1988, and they're still in the vault. Eileen Aurora, Lakes of Pontchartrain, from June 88. And Blown Out on the Trail, I think, is the bootleg that it's on. Where was I going with this? Could play another 20 songs in this time, couldn't I? I'll leave it to you. Anyway, so I thought about that song today, and so some of the lyrics in there, but they kind of, so I was a bit, and I was kind of going to do it in a kind of jaunty, you know, kind of a jaunty blues rag kind of thing, you know, be on a rolling thing, you know. And it was going to, you know, you live it like a slip knot, easy to undo, you know, that kind of thing. But it works as a metaphor as well, you know, so the lines, you know, it's amazing how these things work out, isn't it? I'm going to let you get on with your life. If you've listened all the way through to this, thank you so much. Truly appreciative. And again, if you've been struck down by motor neuron disease, I've got no good news for you, except stay positive. The only thing I can tell you is that salt makes it speed up. And this is the wrong country to have it in, as a cursory look on the BBC website under Neurology Scandal will tell you. Look after yourselves and those you love.